All right, we are back now at 8:11. And you know what? Sashay away, RuPaul, because a Colorado drag icon is strutting on the center stage looking for another queen with that star quality. While Miss Jessica is no stranger to the spotlight, she is now sharing it with Colorado's next drag superstar.
And that's also the name of the competition she's created. This morning, we welcome the very first winner of the season, KHRYS'TAAAL. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
KHRYS'TAAAL with 3 A's.
KHRYS'TAAAL,
Yeah, thank you.
baby,
People
yes.
have been getting it wrong for 17 years, so thank you.
We won't get that wrong. Congratulations, first and foremost.
Thank you so much.
Such an exciting honor. You always bring the glam. For anyone not familiar with the show, tell us about Colorado's next drag superstar.
Yeah, so it's an open platform started by Jessica to just open up to everyone in the stage, just to show your best drag aesthetic, whatever it may be. If you're a drag king, if you're non-binary, whatever your label is, it's open for everyone. And it was just 10 weeks of just hustle and bustle. Everyone was talented. There was a range from people that have been performing for 20 years to people who had just started. And don't take advantage of just because they're young and they came out with everything. The creativity was robust.
Wow.
Truly. I mean, it just kind of shows you how much talent is kind of hidden in your different community that maybe you didn't realize is there. It was a great showcase for that. Now, you were the very first winner for season 1. You're kind of the Kelly Clarkson of the competition, so to speak, right there. You described that process a little bit for you. What was that like, though? Because each week there was a theme, there was different types of challenges that you had to complete.
Yeah, it was insane. Having a 9-to-5 job on top of that, and we had weekly social media challenges, and this was every single Sunday. And then for me, not a lot of people didn't know that my car broke down in the midst of this, second week. So I didn't tell anyone because I didn't want a sob story or feeling bad for me. But trying to get to the store to get the stuff and the material to do the challenges was so hard. But I was so thankful that those who helped me along the way,
Look how you overcame that, though.
Listen.
You came out on top, baby.
She's a survivor.
I always say I'm no Etch-a-Sketch. You can't shake me.
A single mom who works too hard, who loves her kids, and never stops. Get out of the way, Reba. We got KHRYS'TAAAL in here.
Oh, my goodness. Tell us how winning the competition, how that's been, what that's been like, doors that it's opened for you.
Yeah. It was definitely a resurgence in my career. A few years ago, like during the pandemic, when I started my wrestling career, I ruptured my Achilles tendon in 2. So that was devastating because, you know, those type of injuries, you never really come back fully. But by grace, by my faith, I was able to come back even stronger.
Yeah.
And, you know, in the drag industry, it's kind of like there's always a new queen on the scene so that you get to forget about a little bit. But thankfully, everyone remembered who I was. And they're like, is that a new queen? Like, KHRYS'TAAAL has been around here.
We can't forget this.
Right. And then I was introduced to a new set of audience, and everyone just was open and receptive. It was very,
You put some respect on KHRYS'TAAAL with 3 A's.
Listen, the OG of muscles and mascara, 17 years.
Muscles and mascara. Okay, real fast because we're about out of time. That was season 1. Now we're gearing up for season 2. When does that kick off, and how can people join in on that fun?
Yeah, so that will be kicking off in the next few months, probably in the July, stay tuned to the social media and whatnot, and Jessica will let everyone know.
Okay,
Fabulous.
amazing. KHRYS'TAAAL, thank you for making the time in your busy schedule to be here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.